Imagine this. A world-class black goalkeeper stands ready for a simple goal kick in a packed Serie A stadium. The crowd should be roaring with passion for the beautiful game. Instead, thousands unleash a chorus of monkey chants. Oh, oh, echoing to the stands like something from a nightmare. This didn't happen in the 1800s. This didn't happen in the 1990s. This happened in January 2024 in modern Italy during a top-flight professional match broadcast live around the world. What you're about to hear left the entire football community speechless and exposed a sickness that keeps returning year after year. The player was Maignan, AC Milan star goalkeeper, a French international respected globally. One moment he is focused on the game. The next he is forced to stop everything, alert the referee, and eventually lead his entire team off the pitch in protest. The match halts. The world watches. And this is just one chapter in a saga spanning multiple years. From Mario Balotelli being reminded there are no black Italians, to Romelu Lukaku hearing ape sounds while celebrating a winning penalty, to Kalidou Koulibaly, Moise Kean, Frank Kessie, and others, the pattern repeats with monkey chants, racial slurs, weak punishments, and denial from clubs and fans. These aren't isolated fan outbursts. They are symptoms of something deeper in Italian football culture. Ultras groups with far-right ties use the stadiums as stages for hate. Italy, the country that gave the world the beautiful game, now finds itself repeatedly shamed on the global stage. In this video, we dive deep into these incidents across multiple years. You will hear direct quotes, minute-by-minute breakdowns, the players' raw emotions, and the shocking lack of real consequences. By the end, you will understand why this keeps happening and why the world is losing patience. The beautiful game is supposed to unite us, but in Serie A, for too many dark-skinned players, it has become a battlefield of racism. Stay with me, because what happened next in these stories will shock you even more. Welcome to the channel where we expose racism and discrimination stories that the world refuses to let fade into silence. In today's video, Italian football racism incidents, multiple years, we are taking you on a raw, unflinching journey through the repeated horrors that plagued Serie A from 2019 right into 2024 and beyond. We will timeline the most explosive cases, hear the victims' voices, examine the weak responses, and reveal what this says about broader issues of identity, immigration, and tolerance in Italy. This is documented reality. Player statements, match footage, lead decisions, and global reactions. If you love football but hate seeing talent disrespected because of skin color, this video is for you. To truly feel the weight of these incidents, we must understand the world these players entered. Mario Balotelli was born in Italy to Ghanaian parents and raised by Italian adoptive parents. He represented Italy at the Euros and World Cup. On paper, he was the perfect symbol of integration, yet chants of "there are no black Italians" followed him relentlessly. Imagine scoring goals for your country only to be told you don't belong. Romelu Lukaku, a Belgian-Congolese powerhouse and goal machine, joined Inter Milan full of hope. Maignan, an elegant commanding goalkeeper and World Cup winner, brought excellence to AC Milan. These men trained hard, sacrificed everything, and reached the elite level. Everything was normal until racism showed up uninvited in the stands. Italy's ultras culture, passionate but often extreme, plays a huge role. Many groups have documented far-right links. Italy's relatively recent large-scale immigration has amplified tensions around national identity. The league runs campaigns like "Keep Racism Out," but critics call them performative when punishments stay toothless. Small fines, partial stadium closures, often reduced on appeal, and minimal deterrence send a clear message. Studies even show referees issue significantly more cards to darker-skinned players, pointing to systemic bias on the pitch itself. These players carry the dreams of many while facing constant reminders that talent and hard work were not enough if your skin was the wrong color. The emotional toll was immense. They smiled for cameras, scored spectacular goals, yet walked onto the pitch knowing abuse could erupt at any moment. This is the painful reality behind the glamour of Serie A. Let's break it down year by year, moment by moment. In September 2019, Cagliari versus Inter Milan. The score is tied. Romelu Lukaku steps up for a penalty in the second half. As he places the ball on the spot, monkey chants erupt from the home crowd. He scores anyway, but the abuse continues. Lukaku later says football is going backwards. The league investigates and clears Cagliari. No meaningful punishment. November 2019. Brescia versus Hellas Verona. Mario Balotelli faces relentless racial abuse throughout the match. In the second half, disgusted and furious, he picks up the ball, kicks it into the stands, and walks toward the tunnel. Teammates from both sides convince him to continue. He plays on, but the image of a proud Italian player breaking in front of the world stays burned in memory. Verona receives a partial stadium ban, later reduced. Other 2019 incidents hit Kalidou Koulibaly, Moise Kean, and Frank Kessie in separate matches. The cycle feels endless. Fast forward to April 2023. Coppa Italia semifinal. Romelu Lukaku scores a late equalizer against Juventus. As he celebrates, fans unleash racist abuse. He is sent off for the celebration, while the abusers face little consequence. Then comes January 2024, the Maignan incident. Udinese versus AC Milan, 33rd minute. Maignan takes a goal kick and immediately hears monkey noises. He complains to the referee. An announcement is made over the loudspeaker. The chants continue. Maignan has had enough. He signals to his teammates and walks off the pitch. The entire AC Milan team follows him. The match stops for several minutes. The world watches live as a top professional refuses to continue under racist abuse. They eventually return, and Milan wins 3-2. Maignan later says he no longer wanted to play. Udinese is ordered to play one match behind closed doors, a punishment many call far too light, and later reduced on appeal. Throughout these years, similar incidents repeat with different players, different stadiums, but the same painful pattern. Each time the players show superhuman resilience while the system offers minimal accountability. The emotional weight on these athletes is crushing. They step onto the pitch as professionals, but leave as victims of something much larger than football. These incidents did not stay in Italy. Clips of Lukaku, Balotelli, and Maignan spread rapidly across the world. FIFA President Gianni Infantino publicly condemned the events and called for stronger measures, including automatic forfeits. Anti-racism organizations across Europe issued strong statements. African football associations and fans expressed outrage and solidarity. Media outlets in France, Belgium, England, Germany, and beyond highlighted the hypocrisy of a league that markets itself as glamorous and global while failing to protect its own players. Social media in countries with large African and black diasporas exploded with messages of support and frustration. The story became a symbol of how racism persists in European football despite decades of talk about equality. International observers asked why a nation that positions itself as a cultural leader continues to allow such abuse. The damage to Serie A's reputation was significant and global. What most people miss is the deeper systemic layer. Academic studies covering multiple seasons show that darker-skinned players in Serie A consistently receive around 20% more fouls and yellow cards compared to lighter-skinned players in similar positions. This referee bias becomes worse in stadiums with hostile crowds. Many ultras groups with documented far-right connections are tolerated because they create atmosphere and fill seats. Punishments are routinely reduced on appeal. Club statements often downplay or deny racism, calling it mere banter. The system quietly protects itself, while the players carry the scars. This hidden pattern reveals that the problem runs much deeper than random bad fans. Italian football's racism problem is not just about fans misbehaving. It reflects deeper societal tensions around immigration, national identity, and who truly belongs. Weak rules and inconsistent enforcement enable the cycle to continue. Players should not have to endure psychological warfare simply to do their job. Real change requires much stronger deterrents, such as full stadium closures, point deductions, massive fines, and lifetime bans for repeat offenders. Education programs alone are not enough when the consequences remain so light. Talent deserves respect regardless of skin color. The beautiful game loses its beauty when it becomes a platform for hate. Until authorities treat this with the seriousness it demands, the incidents will keep returning. We have now walked through years of incidents that should never have happened in modern football. The pattern is clear, the pain is real, and excuses have worn thin. The beautiful game was meant to bring people together across all backgrounds, not divide them by race. These stories remind us that silence and weak responses only allow the problem to grow. Real progress demands accountability, courage from clubs and leagues, and zero tolerance for racism in any form. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If this video opened your eyes or stirred something in you, please share with others who need to see it. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next story that exposes racism and discrimination the world needs to confront. Check out the next video on this channel for more hard-hitting truths. Change only happens when we refuse to stay silent.